Timo Paint's channel.
Nice. That's too funny.
See if we make any money.
Hey, I'm just happy somebody's paying attention. I was like, hell yeah.
All right, so for those of you joining us from YouTube, we have a great guest today. Jeez Louise.
I mean, we got to make mistakes. That's what we do.
It's okay because once it's over, I'll just re-upload the recorded version and then delete the live version and just put it in the podcast. So no one will be none the wiser once it's all done. All 30 of our viewers.
30.
Yeah, we got like on average it's like 30 to 40 like every episode.
Hell
like
yeah.
after it's uploaded.
That's pretty damn good.
I'd say 27.
I'll take it.
It's not bad, dude. Yeah, analytics are looking pretty good. Just got to keep at it, man. Consistency is key, you know. Just keep fucking doing it.
So we've had the writer and director, right? Derek is the writer and director.
Yep.
On here.
Derek's the writer and the he's basically the lead actor.
Okay.
The director's a guy named Shane.
Oh shit! Nice.
Yeah, it's his first time directing something, so he's it's the first time for a few people.
So walk me through, like, you have, say you're filming tomorrow, like walk me through what does the day look like? What does that look like? Like you wait, is it like
so the first day I was up at probably 7:38, got picked up, got coffee, got to set probably around 9.
Okay, wait, back up. What kind of coffee do you drink?
I don't remember what it was. The guy driving just got me whatever he was drinking. Derek.
So
It was Derek.
Oh, it was Derek. So he went through Bottoms Up, and then he got you 2.
No, we went through Starbucks. No, we went to Starbucks down the street from my apartment, and he got us
frappuccino, cappuccino.
Yeah, whatever the hell he ordered.
Shot.
Okay, I was just like, yeah, give me a coffee. So we got to set around 9, which was again down the street. I'm almost 100% positive. And then we did a couple little read-throughs. Me, the lady playing my wife, and the little girl, they were studying. I was just trying to remember my lines because I only had a couple lines in the first couple scenes we were shooting. And then we did like a little dry run at 9:30, and then we started shooting at 10. We broke for lunch at 1. I had to be back at work at 4, so we had lunch for like 30 minutes, and then started shooting again. Stopped shooting at 3:30.
Dude, is it like craft services, bro? Is it like they bring all the like it's all catered and stuff, or is it like they cost you like a Slim Jim and like a bag of poppables?
You got a McDonald's.
No, we went to In-N-Out and just bought some burgers.
Dude, that's fire, man. That's
I mean, if it's right down the street from Paul's, then you should be going to the taco trucks. But I know you're on a time limit.
No, we went to somebody just went and picked up burgers for us. We just gave them a list of burgers.
It's funny you say like just went real quick, got some burgers from In-N-Out. Like, dude, the lines to those fucking places, there's literally 2 In-N-Outs within a mile of us. And they have like an hour-long line. It's insane, dude. It's like an experience.
They were gone for about 25 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
So we got to eat real quick. Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
That's not
bad. One good thing about In-N-Out is they know how to move it along.
The drive-through especially goes much quicker than inside. Like when you're inside there, it takes a minute. Yeah. When you're in the drive-through though, because they usually have people in the line, like 3 people taking your order.
Yeah.
Yep. So by the time you get to the window, you're paying and getting your food at the same time, and you're like, oh yes. But if you go inside, it takes a minute.
So long.
So I think they went through the drive-through.
So is it like? So I imagine it's fun, but is there any like? Do you ever like get like not nervous, but like I guess nervous? You ever get like nervous when you're on this?
You get nervous. On this one, not really, because it's more like it's just a group of friends. It's not like we don't have like a lighting crew or like sound guys.
I was just gonna ask that. Is there a boom mic operator?
No, we didn't even use a boom mic. We haven't even used one of those yet. I mean, I'm assuming later on in certain scenes we will have to use those things, but we'll have to. Well, I'm pretty sure they'll have people who do that. But in the first couple of days that we've done it, we only had mics attached to our like hidden in our clothes. Somebody was holding. Okay. Yeah, somebody was holding a like a light, like in the background.
Yeah.
Or we'd place like a light somewhere and tilt it, and we didn't have like a crew.
So you just said on this one, that means you've acted before.
Well, no, the last time I acted on a movie, I was a kid, like a little kid.
Okay.
You worked on a lot of movies in the crew, right? Or
I've done a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Yeah, prop work, PA work, lighting help, boom mic stuff. I've done play work before when I was a teenager. But this movie so far, we haven't had like, it's just really just the actors, the director, the cinematographer, and that's pretty much it. Like,
are you filming on an actual camera, or are people using iPhones? Like I see.
No, she's got a real camera that she uses. It's a really nice one that she
nice.
She bought a bunch of new lenses for it, so she's got a different like ratio lenses that she puts on and for different shots that she wants to get, because she's editing it by herself.
A lot of times it's not really so much the camera as it is the lens and like the lighting. I know it's like the most important, because it's like, and the audio I think is really important, because I know for me, as like I make videos and stuff, and I know that like I consume a lot of videos. I could like deal with like shitty video and low quality, lighting and all that, but audio, if it's got shitty audio, bro, I'm out. You know what I mean? So like, I feel like
they definitely bought a bunch of stuff for this movie. They really wanted it to be good, so they bought a bunch of stuff for it, like mics.
It's kind of like your audio right now, Tim. It's pretty shitty.
Is it shitty?
It's scratching a little bit.
Yeah.
Is it scratchy? It's probably because of this.
I don't know how good mine is, so
it's not shitty to me. It's coming through to me.
I just heard some lag and.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's coming through, but it's just lagging a little bit.
Oh, lagging, yeah. Frick, I don't know why. It's crazy. So I pulled this up.
So I think Paul said you have like maybe a love scene.
Oh no, it's not a love scene. I just had to kiss somebody.
A love scene.
a love scene. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to do a love scene. I'm not. I'm not that professional.
Like I picture, like when you say a love scene, I picture like making love, like a sex. For some reason, I thought of a sex scene right away.
Well, that's it.
But
I mean, that the house down the street, the boom mic. I was just like, all right, they're just making porn now. Like what's?
That's exactly what my.
That's your dad. That's not.
No, that's my godfather. That bald
that's
guy?
your godfather.
Yeah, my dad's in that movie too, though. That was crazy as hell.
Oh,
I worked on the set in that movie.
I pulled up your IMDb in that.
His name's Eric LaSalle.
Okay.
He's also an actor. He's more director now. He does a lot of directing on TV shows and stuff. He did that movie that he was just looking at, Crazy as Hell.
Crazy as Hell?
Yeah, that was him, my dad. I think who was in that? I think Sinbad is in that. I think Ronnie Cox is his name.
Sinbad?
The lieutenant from Beverly Hills Cop 1 and 2, the old white guy. I think he's in that.
I love that guy.
He's in the new one.
Is he in the No. The guy who dies in the beginning of the second one.
Oh, okay.
Like the opening of the second one, he gets killed by
it's got Gorgeous George or whatever his name is.
It's killed by Bridget O'Neill. And then a couple other people were in it. I can't remember. But I was very young when that movie came out. I can't remember how old I was. But yeah. Oh yeah, he was in Logan.
2002.
Yeah, he was in Logan.
Logan, like Wolverine Logan?
Mm-hmm.
Sick.
Yeah, that's him right there. Sitting at the table with Patrick Stewart. Oh, that's crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, I forgot. I always forget he's in that. Look how young he is there. Good Lord.
Is he in Waiting to Exhale?
That's my dad's in that one.
Okay.
He was on ER for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Waiting to Exhale.
From one of those older movies. Maybe
my dad was in Waiting to Exhale and Soul Food.
I know your dad was in. Yeah, I know that.
Oh, wait, go back real quick. One more. What? No. There was those two doctors right there. Go back. That right there. Hold on. Who is that? Oh, okay, that's him. Wow, him and my dad look a lot alike. I thought that was my dad for a second. I was like, is that my dad?
That's
No,
funny. Yeah,
they look
this
a lot
is
alike. They look a lot alike.
So if that's your godfather, is that your dad's like best friend?
Yeah, they've been best friends for their whole lives, basically. They went to school together.
They came up together. They went to school at Juilliard together.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, he has the same birthday as one of my sisters. Their birthdays are July 23rd, coming up this year.
Whoa,
she's actually getting ready. She's getting ready to have a kid, her first kid.
Oh yeah,
first grandkid for my dad.
Do you have any kids?
No, be my dad's
first. He just said first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I unplugged my phone. I was wondering if that was why, because I had my phone plugged in because I was downloading stuff onto the.
Yeah, thing. No, she's having my dad's first grandkid. So none of us have kids. This is the first one.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. Yeah, she's excited.
To your sister and.
Oh yeah, she's super excited. My dad's excited. He's in the middle of shooting Tulsa King right now, so he's trying to fly back and forth in case he misses it.
Damn, I haven't watched that one yet. I need to watch that one.
That one's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing season 3 right now, so people seem to like it.
Stallone, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. One of my dad's heroes. He loves that guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to fanboy too much over your dad, but Cadence.
I knew it. Here it is.
Cadence is one of my favorite movies.
That's crazy. Not a lot of people know that one. That's amazing.
I know.
That's one of my dad's favorite ones. He loves that movie.
And the fact that he gets to kick
Charlie Sheen's ass.
Sheen's ass. I was just like, oh, dude, that's
that is awesome. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, not a lot of people know that movie. That's a great one. Yeah,
I keep telling these guys about it, So
yeah, it's a great movie. Lawrence Fishburne's in it.
Yeah.
Martin Sheen's in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Which was it? Was it Waiting to Exhale where he cheats on Angela Bassett?
Yes, and then Soul Food he cheats on Vanessa Williams.
Damn.
So, can you tell me some of these fucking idiots that reacted to this and went up to your father and like? Can you just tell me like one of these stories about these people? These people are like
like women attacking my dad.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Please talk about that.
I mean, most of them are very similar. When did Waiting to Exhale come out?
90s,
right?
Yeah, 98.
90, was it 98? 95?
I think it's 98, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah.
You could be right. It could be 98. It was like right when me and my dad were heavy into like martial arts. So we were taking Taekwondo classes. And we'd gone to dinner one night and a lady just in the parking lot just comes up, starts screaming at my dad. And all of us are there. Me, all my sisters, my mom, we're all like, what the hell's going on? And this lady just comes up, she's like, how dare you do Angela like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Blah, 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 this and that. And my dad is like, excuse me? And she's like, you didn't think I knew? You didn't think I saw what you did? And he's like, ma'am, that was a movie. Like we were acting. Like this is my wife and these are my kids right here. We're on our way to dinner.
Wow.
She was like, yeah, whatever.
Oh,
whatever.
My God.
She's like, keep on walking. And then they would yell at my mom, you know who you're with? You know who you're with?
Damn, people are fucking retarded.
Yeah. Then they would get violent. And that's when my dad decided to hire somebody who would just come with us when we go out in public.
Wow.
Which was weird.
That is insane, bro. Like
specifically for one demographic, like one demographic. Like
it's crazy that people can't
just loud black women
separate freaking reality, dude, from fiction, dude. That is wild, bro.
Or they don't want to.
So I don't know if you have a story about it, but like an opposite reaction. Were there any women that were like, hey, you're willing to cheat on her? Would you, like, because women are crazy like that. So they're just like, oh,
I think they were smart enough not to do it in front of his family.
Yeah. Well, the women that got angry weren't smart enough.
I feel like that's true, but I feel like the other way around. I feel like the success rate would be very low.
Yeah.
That my dad would be like, yeah, I'm down.
Like, no, I'm sure your dad would, but
like I think they would do it like if it was just him out in public. They'd be like, oh, okay, this is the perfect time to do that. Like, but if they saw him with like 4 kids and his wife, they'd be like, this is probably not the best time to say that.
Not, yeah.
Instead of a crazy person who's just like thinks that he's married to Angela Bassett, even though he's with 4 kids and another woman.
That blows my mind every time.
It's like, okay, literally had to hire another human being to walk around with us when we were in public.
Oh my gosh, dude,
that is so insane, bro.
So he was needed more than you'd think. Like
as
he was
a child,
you
necessary. Had a personal bodyguard.
Pretty much, he was like my dad's. He was like the family's body. He lived in the house.
Wow.
That's like he would drive us to school every morning. He would pick us up from school. He would go out to dinner with us. Like he was there all the time.
This sounds like a '90s movie.
We grew up. We literally grew up.
But it was white people. It was it was always Arnold Schwarzenegger. This
guy was literally. It was funny because he was a black martial arts teacher. So he would come out with the family, and people would be none the wiser that he could just destroy them. Yeah, destroy them in seconds if he needed to. Because he would just blend in. Nowadays. Like he didn't wear things that made him stand out as like a bodyguard. He just dressed like part of the family.
Which is smart, dude.
And he only had to do certain things a few times. Like I never saw him have to like really whoop someone's ass.
It's like your mom when she like looks at you like that one way, and you're like, oh shit, he kind of maybe does that. Like looks at him like, hey, motherfucker, better back up.
Yeah. He's maybe like put his hand out to like stop somebody from getting too close to my dad, but he's never had to like actually put his hands on anybody.
Dude, because when
it was weird having that guy all around all the time. It was
when you hilarious. We're talking about you being on, and like your dad gets brought up. We always say that your dad has like the perfect level of like fame, right? Like he could go to the gym and like go to the grocery store, and it's not like crazy, right? But he's able to work and he's like got like very successful. Is that true? Is that fair to say?
Absolutely. I mean, I don't think my dad would ever stop doing what he does. He would always go. He'd always go to the
cheats on Angela Bassett.
Well, yeah, he would never do that again.
Then people know.
He would never not go to the grocery store. Like he would never not go to the gym. Like if like he stops and says hello to anybody. If they stop and say something to him,
so sick, dude.
Then he'll say something back. But like
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's safe to say that. Like he's at a really good level of fame to where he can just go out.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are like, I'm the worst. I won't recognize anybody, dude. Even like aside from maybe like Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise, I might be able to pick them out in a crowd. But other than that, probably
Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise.
I'm the because they're like biggest actors from when I was a kid through my whole life. Those are like the two biggest actors. You know what I mean? Like movie stars, I guess. Really.
I think you'd be surprised with yourself. You probably
I'm not saying they're my favorite.
Your eyes would probably catch people if you saw them. You'd probably notice and go like, that guy looks familiar. It would take a second, but it'd probably register.
Maybe.
See, I try not to recognize anybody in public. So like
actively like fucking looking down.
Like, I mean, that's what they wish people did.
Yeah.
They wish they could just walk around and people wouldn't even notice they were walking around. A lot of people get away with it.
Even if a friend sees me in a store or something, I'm gonna be like, please
actively avoid them.
Please don't see me because I'm doing something right now.
Leave me alone. I do that out in public all the time.
Yeah.
With certain customers from my restaurant. I'm like, I don't.
And dude, I live in a small town, right? So that is a very common thing that happens. But what I will say is that I've been here for so long, going to the same stores and shit, is that when you do see them, it isn't weird. It's like, oh, hey, what's up? What's up? And that's it. There's no obligation to have the fucking bullshit small talk because you fucking see each other every few days at the gas. It's like your gas station buddy. You're just like,
there's always that one person in town.
You good? You working?
Talks.
Cool. Well, those are the guys that you like see them and you say in your car, pretend like you're on the phone. You're like, oh yeah,
exactly. That's Charles.
As soon as they pull out, you're like, fuck.
Charles. Shout out to Charles.
Who's Charles, dude?
Shout out to Charles.
This old white man that comes into the bar, man, he's just
sweetheart.
He's a sweetheart, but
my God,
You do not want to talk to him though. He will talk forever, and he'll tell you some stuff about how he invented dressers.
You'll see us looking at people like, don't do that.
Don't start.
I tried to help you, man.
You fucking start.
But he'll talk to you for 4 hours.
Dude, that's crazy, dude. I know.
It'll be like 20 minutes for him.
I know a lot of people like that.
Roarke, what did he tell you he invented?
Oh, he didn't tell me he invented this. I just made this shit up. But
yeah, no.
He's like, yeah, so you know, I invented science back in the 50s.
I wasn't even talking about that, but that's even funnier.
I was saying, because he said he helped create the first cabinet, and he's like, yeah, it's back in 1918, and I'm like, no, Charles, you weren't alive back then.
The first cabinet?
Yeah, he just makes shit up. Like,
what about the skyscraper?
So I said, as a joke, I was like, yeah, he's like, when they built the first skyscraper, that's the reason that black folks like chicken. And Joe was like, what? And I go, yeah, as ridiculous as that sounded, that's the type of shit he says to you.
Doesn't everybody like chicken?
Yeah, exactly. But he just says obscure shit where you're just like, what are you? And that's how he sucks you in.
You know what it reminds me? It seems like a guy.
That was just me. That was just me saying something stupid. Like he didn't actually say that to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say, it sounds like a guy. Is he? Because he's probably like really nice, right? He's just probably.
He's very nice.
He's just trying to be nice, but while he's doing that, he's just like
he just wants you to. He wants you to keep talking to him. He doesn't want you to stop talking to him because he's lonely.
Yeah, lonely. That's what I was getting.
That. But nobody wants to talk to you for 4 hours. Nobody wants to talk to you for an hour, bro. You're in a bar.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even want to talk to these assholes for fucking 4 hours, dude. You know what I mean? It's too long. Even though me and Mark have like 2-hour phone call sessions sometimes. I don't know what.
Yeah, they don't lead anywhere though.
No,
we're just conversation.
People you can tolerate that's way different. People you can actually tolerate, you don't mind talking to them for a long time.
I don't know that I can actually tolerate him. I mean, that's why we do the podcast virtually. He's 300 miles away.
Only 170.
Well, I like to think of it as 300.
300 both ways.
He's like, I'm rounding up.
Because I know when I go out there, I'm going to have to come back pretty quick, dude. Yeah. We're going to get sick of each other pretty fast. No, I'm teasing. I love these fuckers. These are my besties right here.
They're
my besties.
Could go both ways. I'm not sure if it does.
We know you go both ways, Mark. You have wore a dress in high school.
Well, I was in a band, and I went to college like 4 times, so...
Oh, that's cool. You were in a band. Joe's in a band. All you guys were in bands.
Yes.
That's how we all kind of know each other. So Tim and Mark had a band together, Kings of Today.
We were all on the same record.
And I would do songs with them. And then I had a band called Tribe Life Elite, and Tim would do songs with us. And so that's why when we would do songs with each other, we would call it bonus tracks. And that's why we got our name. That's how we got our name, was bonus tracks, because we would do the bonus tracks together.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we each had a feature on each other's album, and it was like literally the bonus track on each other's album was us. And then I was like, what should we call ourselves when we perform? And I was like, fuck, it's called bonus tracks, because that's literally what we are. We're the bonus tracks.
That's fucking cool.
And then it was the 90s, so we did it with 2 X's and stuff, which in hindsight was a mistake. It was a mistake. The internet
was really with 2 X's.
So my thought was, you were still having to like type out, hey, if you want to see like, and you go to www. So it was like, how do I get us to stand out just from the word bonus tracks? Because if you type in bonus tracks on the internet, it takes you to every artist and album that's ever been released. Bonus tracks, you know what I mean? Yeah. So essentially that was kind of the part of the reason, The 90s thing is funnier. So that's usually what I say.
You should have went with 3 X's, and then, you get more.
All kinds of stuff when it came up.
Yeah, more perverts.
Yeah, more pervert. Yeah, then when it got rid of
all kinds of more people would have came too.
We'd have been canceled.
Like literally.
We'd have been
canceled. Sorry to steal your joke and then just step on it.
I love it.
It's all right. I'll just let you do it to yourself. You'll crash and burn, so it's fine. I'll just let you crash and burn, dude. I'll just tease it. Just teasing, bro.
So Roarke,
do you like wrestling? Do you like wrestling, Roarke?
I do like wrestling.
I was gonna make fun of Mark for liking it, but if you like it, I'll act like it's cool.
People used to make fun of me all the time for liking wrestling.
I don't necessarily.
You know it's fake,
like
right?
It, but
you know it's fake, right?
It's not real. It's scripted. I don't mean to be. I mean, don't hate me. I'm just telling you the truth, dude.
It's only scripted so much, though. I mean,
I saw my uncle cry when he found out. He was like 13 or 14, and my dad told him, and he's like, "Fucking liar! His fucking face is bright red. No, it's not." It's like he kind of knew it, but like that was like confirmation, you know. And he's like, "Oh," and I bring it up. He's like, "No, I knew." I'm like, "Yeah, but that was like confirmation."
No, I told you.
That was like Santa Claus.
It's like when it's like when you
I know he's not real when you're around your friends, but when you're at home,
and
like,
the guy he hates hanging out, you're like, "Oh my god, it is fake."
Yeah.
Why are they hanging out? No. I mean, I wasn't. It's fun. It's entertaining. You know.
No, I think
you
it's
go
cool
to
too.
like one of the events recently?
I did. How many times have I been now in real life? 3 times, I think.
How many times have you been in your fake life? Damn it.
Dude, we're on the same wavelength, dude. Holy crap.
What'd you say?
Go ahead, Mark.
How many times have you been in your fake life?
Because you're like, "Oh, I've been in real life." Then you said 3 times. I said, "How many times in fake life?" We said it at the same time. But it didn't land.
I meant like at the actual stadium. That's hilarious stuff. Yeah, the last time I went was it last year? I think it was.
And is it WWE? Because there's different ones, right?
It was WWE. This most recent time I went live was a WWE show.
And it was
the first 2 times I ever went. The first 2, no, I didn't go to WrestleMania. That's way too expensive. I went to just a regular taping of like Monday Night Raw or something.
Oh, okay.
So I'm so old. I went to WrestleMania when Hulk Hogan picked up Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah,
you were there?
Wow,
I was there.
Wow,
when was that?
Where was that?
I was like 3. My dad took me when I was like 3.
Oh, you probably like kind of remember, but maybe just because people have talked about it your whole life.
People told me that I was there. Yeah, basically.
That's an iconic fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Right. And then, so yeah, it's becoming more popular. It's on
Netflix now.
It's on Netflix.
Yeah, Monday Night Raw.
All the sports like ESPN, everybody covers it now. And
yeah.
So I watched this weekend. I watched Raw last night.
Was WrestleMania on Netflix as well?
No. I think it was on Peacock.
Oh, okay.
And so I was telling these guys that the storylines are still fun. They're still fun. Still pisses people off. But the camera work is so good now that now you know it's fake.
Uh-huh.
Like back in the day, the camera work wasn't that good. So when you saw someone hit someone, it looked like they were getting hit.
Yeah. But still, it's sick because you're not like thinking it's fake. You're just like watching. You're like, "Oh, fuck, I'm sick." Yeah.
And people still get hurt. I mean,
I was just gonna say, people die. Like it's fucking crazy. Like Owen Hart. Like fucking. That was some crazy shit.
Yep, he did. Yeah. His
I watched snapped. I watched that McMahon documentary. That was pretty crazy, man. It was like a lot, and like a lot of those guys were talking about how they get injured really bad. Is this the one?
I forget when. God, when was this?
Look at that. He is. What color is he?
Orange. He's Trump.
Beer flavored.
He's extra Trump.
He's beer flavored.
That's a color for sure.
That man is colored.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but it's a color for sure. Good lord!
I think it's just like really, really tan.
That's some
just really spray tan.
That's some fucking spray paint, dude. That ain't no fucking tan. You can't.
That's some cheap ass spray tan, man. He looked weird as hell. I can't.
Hell yeah, brother.
All I know is that guy is not racist at all.
Hell yeah, brother.
Not at all.
Hell yeah, brother.
I got to charge this laptop.
I also,
I got you.
I wish I had access. He's got his own Real American beer now. I want to try it because everybody
like beer. I fucks with Bud Light.
Yeah, so Real American beers, it's already racist. Hulk Hogan's racist, so I just want to try it to see if it's an actual good American lager.
So he has his own beer.
Yeah, called American Lager.
American Lager by Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Have you guys tried the Happy Dad? Is that a beer or is that a wine cooler?
Happy Dad.
What is Happy Dad?
If I think what you're talking about is like they did the root beer, like the hard root beer.
Let me see. I've seen it. What is it called? I haven't tried it though.
And it was
Dad. Oh, it's a hard seltzer tea. Never mind.
Yeah, so they were doing like Happy Dad, or I don't know if it was the same brand, but they were doing hard root beers and like hard cream sodas, and
now they're doing seltzers.
I don't know.
I thought Happy Dad. The thing with the Happy Dad logo is I see it's like a white can. It has like a blue shield, and it just says Happy Dad. And every time I see it, I in my brain, I think like a lager, like a light fucking beer. Just what the branding makes me think lager. So I was curious if you guys have tried it.
It's a white bottle or a blue? Is it a white bottle or a can?
It's like a white can, and it has like a blue, I guess like a diamond that's like, like a badge, like a stylistic type of diamond with like a red outline. And it just says Happy Dad.
It sounds like a Montucky almost.
Yeah, Pudis is jumping in here with his thoughts.
Oh, Pudis. Oh,
so not your father's root beer is what I remember.
Oh, not your father's.
And then he says,
"Oh, sorry. Go ahead."
Well, he says Happy Dad is a seltzer. He believes.
Okay. And Pudis, I didn't even know you were in here. I didn't even have the dang comments on. I've been running the soundboard, all two sound effects that I added.
2 sound effects before we were actually live on the right channel.
Stupid, dude. I'll be able to fix it though, dude. That's dumb. It's funny when I have less time to set up, I do it right. When I have a lot of time, I screwed it up.
Roarke, did you? So you and Joe met through just working?
Tell him I'll be right in.
Yeah, just working downtown Modesto.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then, do you play music or are you just acting? No music.
No, I don't play. I love listening to it. I don't play a lot of music though. Acting is something I just got back into.
Right.
Dude, what does everybody call him at work? Do they call him Jose, Joseph, Joe?
Everybody just calls him Joe.
It's so weird because his dad is
I'll call him
Joe
Joseph sometimes.
Yeah, Joseph. It's either Joseph or Paul.
Nobody calls him Paul. Like I've never heard anybody call him Paul.
That's funny. Yeah, I always call him Paul. Well, it depends on who I'm talking to, I guess. But sometimes I'll be telling a story that he's in, and I'll use both names interchangeably, and people will get confused. They'll be like, like, wait, who's Joseph and who's Paul? I'm like,
that's why I like doing that. Like I just switch it up. But in my phone, he's saved as Sexy Mexi. So I mean that's the best name for him.
What are you saved in my phone? Well, it's funny. Back in the day, I used to call you Jose because everybody called you Joe, and like when we became like best friends or homies, I was like, I'm gonna call you Jose because everybody calls you Joe. And then like I found out his family called him Paul, so then I started calling him Paul. At least that's how I remember.
I have a lot of aliases, and sometimes I told the story before, but like I'll introduce myself to somebody, and I'll like be like, "Hey, what's up? My name's Paul," and then they'll look at me like, "Damn, you don't know your own fucking name? Like why are you lying to me already? We just met each other." But really, I just don't know.
Why are you lying?
I just don't know how to introduce myself because I don't know if I should introduce myself as a family person or a friend person.
Hold on a second. This question up here. Do I ever see myself in a movie with a specific hairstyle or dress? I want to change my look off screen to match. To be honest, that's probably where my style is right now. I dress a lot like, I would say, probably like Public Enemies with Johnny Depp. Like that's where a lot of my suits at home look like an old timey
like bootlegger
criminal. I'm realizing it's a criminal.
Tommy gun. It's got swag though, dude. It's got style.
If I got hired in a movie with a different type of style, would I cut my hair?
Depends on how big the payday is.
It depends on the role,
the compensation and the role.
How much of my hair I have to cut off. I don't want to cut all of it off, but it depends on it depends on the role. It depends on what I'm playing, who I'm playing, and how important it is for me to cut my hair off.
Yeah, it's hard to cut your hair.
I haven't cut my hair in so long.
So you dress like this normally now? Like this is your style? Damn, that's sick. Dude, I don't have enough time to do that. And plus I work construction, so I would ruin all my clothes anyways.
This is my daily right here.
Look at this. Day. Look at this fucking hillbilly over here.
It's all I wear, dude. My overall.
Well, I got a lot of these clothes got donated. This woman was going to take them to a thrift store, and she happened to be a customer at my restaurant, and she saw my style, and she asked me if I wouldn't mind taking a bunch of clothes, and I said, not at all. She gave me like 30 suits.
Oh, you saved them.
Damn. Yeah. That's awesome.
Got a bunch of stuff.
They all fit.
Says,
awesome.
Mankind, his tooth come out of his nose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yes, that actually happened.
What?
I remember that.
Undertaker threw him through the cage.
Yep, cage match.
So he was
through the top of the cage.
What? He was Mankind,
Dude Love, and Cactus Jack.
That's right. All right. And he's a great character.
And Mick Foley.
And Mick Foley. Yep.
Yeah. And that's his real name, right? Mick Foley?
Yeah, I believe that's who he really is.
Mankind was the shit. I love that. That was awesome. What about Dusty Rhodes, Gold Dust? Remember that?
Well, that's
Cody Rhodes' brother.
Yeah, that was
it's his dad.
No, that's his brother. His dad was Dusty Rhodes.
And then they also have a sister in the wrestling world.
Do they really?
Dude, I don't know. So you didn't watch the WrestleMania this
most recent one? I did not.
So everybody's really mad because John Cena beat Cody Rhodes.
I heard that, yeah.
And John Cena is trying to ruin wrestling now. So how do you feel about heels and baby faces?
I mean, it depends on how good you are at it. I just like a good show, man.
Yeah.
Like if it's entertaining, do what you're gonna do. Like
so how do you feel about John Cena right now?
Hey, he's killing it. I love it. Yeah. I mean, he's got the crowd hating him. He's getting booed. He's killing the mic again. Like when you can kill the mic either way, babyface or heel, I think he's doing a much better job as a heel on the mic. Like he went off on Cody the other night before WrestleMania.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's just fun to watch. It's like almost like I was literally just watching Dark Knight the other day, and Harvey Dent said, "You either die a hero or you live long enough to see yourself become the villain."
Yeah.
It's like such a great line.
That's funny because we've said that on the podcast several times.
It's such a great line though, because it could pertain to so many different things.
It goes the other way too. I feel like villains can become heroes too. You know
that too. Absolutely. Depending
like
on
Thanos, for instance,
situation of stuff.
It's very debatable.
Thanos is a great example.
Because my old lady is like,
how you look at it.
Every time we go anywhere, she's like, "Fuck, I would totally Thanos half the people here."
I don't know if that's a hero situation, Tim. That's like a villain situation.
We're like at Disneyland. She's like,
"Oh no, man, I would totally Thanos somebody right now."
Boom, that's better. Hour wait just turned into half an hour.
Just sitting in the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, look, some tables opened up.
Some tables just opened up. Thank you.
Can we get sat, please?
I mean, that's a hero in your own life, but that's still a villain.
As long as you can bring him back after you leave the restaurant, then you're just
that's
all right. Funny. And they come back after you're done.
So why is he trying to ruin wrestling?
What is Thanos somebody? What is that? I don't know what that is.
Oh, you haven't seen? You haven't watched the?
You don't watch MCU. Joe doesn't watch MCU movies.
Wait, what?
Thanos is up.
There he is. I kicked him out. I kicked him out for not watching Marvel movies.
Thanos is the bad guy. Oh God, how to explain this quickly? In the MCU movies, they all have solo movies, and they have the Avengers movies, right?
Iron Man.
I do know that. I do know that.
Okay,
yeah.
So Thanos is like the big bad at the end of the first saga of movies, where Iron Man dies at the very end.
He's not the guy that's like made out of rocks, is he?
Well, he kind of looks like that. The guy who's made out of rocks is he's a purple dude with a big ass chin.
Josh Brolin's
okay, yeah. I know who he is. Yeah. I know which guy that is.
When we say Thanos somebody at the end of Infinity War, he gets the gauntlet on, and when he snaps his finger, half the living things in the universe disappear.
Damn.
They essentially die. They don't die. They literally just cease.
They go to like another plane of existence.
Yeah,
just gone. But it was necessary, right? It was a necessary.
It was to make sure that the planet didn't kill itself, or because we were overpopulating it, and
there's just too many people.
It's some crazy shit in the comic books. It goes
so basically, that's what people were hoping COVID would do. Was just eliminate half the population.
Bill Burr definitely was hoping that that's what was going to happen.
Yeah.
He has a whole bit on that. How he's like just wishes a disease can wipe out half the people. It's like there's too many people.
There's just too many people. That's funny. It was all him. Freaking Bill Murray. So he's an eternal deviant warlord from the Moon Titan. Thanos is regarded as one of the most powerful beings in the Marvel universe. So,
Josh Brolin.
Yeah, it's gonna change quickly.
He's got balls hanging from his chin. Yeah.
It looks like a clamshell. He's got like a clam. Balls.
It is. There you go. Nutshell. Nutsack. Balls.
Little nutsack clamshell.
I'm pretty sure. Doesn't Star-Lord call him that?
Nutsack chin. Probably sounds like something.
Star-Lord says something about his nuts or about his chin.
And his nuts.
Yeah, I think he calls him. I think he says something
purple
about
nuts?
Purple nuts or some shit like that.
Purple nut face.
You know, you know, if you have nuts on your chest, what are they called? What do they call them?
Chestnuts.
And if there's like nuts on a wall, what would you call them?
Walnuts.
And if there's nuts on your chin, what would you call them?
A dick in your mouth.
Yes, very good. Ding, 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 ding. Winner, winner, winner.
I was gonna say chin nuts.
Damn, I haven't heard that. I haven't heard that since the 90s.
Oh shit, dude! You're welcome. You're welcome.
Chin nuts.
Little nostalgia for me. Thanos has a nutsack chin. Convince me I'm wrong. Damn it, he already said it. Somebody has to moderate the comments.
He said it a long time ago.
I know.
I was trying. I saw the question that he had. It was a great question.
Oh, you're logged in from Paul, so you have all the admin. Yeah, add them in, dude. If you see it, throw them up there. Throw them up, dude. Oh yeah, dude. We were talking about Lil Wayne the other day, and Paul had mentioned that you like Lil Wayne, but I was like, I like Lil Wayne as a person. I don't really know much of his music. I think I can only tell you one thing I know is Carter 3. I don't know why I know that, but I just think he's a cool dude, man. Like that's it. I don't know.
He's definitely a character.
He seems fucking.
He's like a live action cartoon.
Like I would want to kick it with that dude. He seems hella chill. He
seems like he doesn't give a fuck.
He skates. He doesn't give a
fuck about like
smokes weed.
How he's portrayed to the media. Like he don't give a fuck. Like he just
really
he's just
doesn't.
like I'm gonna be myself. I don't care what you guys try to say. I really like that.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, I've been listening to him since. Oh my god! Since he did 500 Degrees, he was probably 14, 15 when he did that.
I was gonna say, I remember he was like everywhere, like he was super popular, for a while.
Yeah, like Carter 2 came out. He was really popular.
His first appearance. His very first appearance on any song, right?
Yeah, it's Cash Money and Dupree, right? Honda and Jaguars pushing 4 lanes.
Oh, Back That Ass Up, Juvenile. Yeah,
Back That Ass Up. That's his very. That's
before Bling Bling.
Huh. Yes, sir.
He was like, man, if I would have fucking trademarked Bling Bling, bro, shit.
Oh yeah,
drop it like it's hot. That verse was the first.
But he was like Roarke was saying, he's like a 14-year-old kid, like
he was
Cash
only
Money.
14,
he was like in the videos and shit. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah, he was a teenager in that and living that life.
We went through a phase where the three of us, like every phrase we said for like a year was just like, ow, nacho cheese or something stupid, like trying to imitate them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I always thought that verse was hella funny because I was like, I swear to God, like somebody showed me that in 6th grade and I was like, that's fucking stupid. And Lil Wayne took it and like made it like his thing, which was that my money's like Doritos because it's nacho cheese. I always thought that was just like, I was just like, did he really say that right now? For real?
He did, but he made it sound dope as fuck. You were like,
He does take it and he makes it like different. Like he makes it,
Take the corniest, oldest fucking line. Yeah, Mac Dre's tight.
Shit sound dope as fuck.
I got into Lil Russell I feel like this dude Lil Russell, he's from Vallejo. He's kind of got like the Mac Dre vibes and shit. He's pretty tight.
What's his name?
Lil Russell, L.A. Capital L.A. Capital R-U-S-S-E-L.
Lil Russell.
Okay. He's dope. Like if you didn't know any, like if you just found out about Mac Dre, you would probably almost mistake some of his songs for. He has that one song on it. It's called Motion. That's the one that blew up. But he's all independent. Okay. He's fucking killing it. I love his shit. But I can't just listen to him like all day. It gets old. But when I do hear it, I'm like, oh, that's tight.
Yeah, the amount of mixtapes that I can just put on repeat of Wayne's. His mixtapes are.
I'm gonna have to try it.
When he makes a mixtape, is he rapping on like other people's beats? Is that basically what a mixtape is, right? So he's just rapping on like famous beats and shit. That's tight.
And it's his mixtape. I mean, his Drought series with DJ Drama is outstanding. I think they did 6 mixtapes together. Then he has No Ceilings. Huh?
Do you think he's better than Eminem?
No.
Who's number 1? Eminem?
Eminem.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Who's number 2?
In my opinion, who's number 1? Eminem. Eminem's number 1. Number 2, in my opinion, is Lil Wayne.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
How can you say number 1? Like number 1 what?
You know,
lyricist.
Everybody has their list. I have a list.
Because that's the thing. Roarke is saying number 1 lyricist, but are you saying number 1 lyricist, or are you saying number 1 like?
It's all the same to me. Lyricist, MC, rapper, just the best overall at rapping.
The most influential.
Does Lil Wayne have any diss tracks? Does he do anything like?
Not that I know of.
He didn't.
I mean, he might throw jabs at people here and there, but not like to the point where they have a beef. Like where they.
I think he even says. I feel like I've heard him say in one of his verses, like, "You'll never hear me like talk about another rapper on my."
Yeah, he's not a battle rapper.
Yeah,
I feel like that shit is.
I
feel like.
Out of that.
Sorry, Mark. Yeah, I feel like all that rapper beef, is orchestrated by the labels, dude. I swear to God, dude. I feel like.
I'm sure a lot of it is.
Because the amount of fucking albums that they sell, dude.
Business.
Oh, dude, it's a great marketing fucking.
It's a business.
I mean, some of the shit. I mean, Super Bowl. Who was?
Look what happened. Look what finally happened for Kendrick's career.
Yeah,
What should have happened for him a long time ago.
He's always been the.
He literally won. He literally won every category at the Grammys that he was in.
Like, what was his line? Like G minor or something like that.
A minor.
A minor.
A minor.
Yeah, they screamed that at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's iconic.
That was sick. And then, I mean, there's silly fucking rappers.
Jay-Z's fucking shitting his pants in the fucking boardroom, dude. Everybody's like, motherfucker, you said he was going to be good, dude. Because there was a couple things he said he wasn't going to do that he fucking did anyways. But he was so fucking like Da Vinci about it.
They should have known he was going to fucking do it.
His whole performance was like that Tom Cruise movie fucking, what is it called? Da Vinci Code, bro. That was like his performance reminded me of the Da Vinci Code.
I was gonna say that's a Tom Hanks movie.
Tom Hanks. So there's so many
you
like
and your Tom Hanks and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, there's so many like hidden messages down to like the chain he wore, like everything, the pants. Oh, it's fucking cool. Because Buddy is like in love with that shit. So he was like showing me all the shit that like all the symbolism that he had and like what it all meant.
The fact that he had what's her name dancing out there too, wasn't that
Vanessa
like
or Serena Williams or whatever?
That's
one of Drake's exes.
Yeah.
And they were doing like his dance or something. I don't know. Yeah,
she was doing the Crip Walk, which is known to be created in Compton.
Yeah, West Coast.
which is where she grew up and where Kendrick grew up.
So see that I don't know. I have to have when we have Buddy on, I'll bring it up. He could talk for an hour about that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of symbolism in that performance and in the music video itself, like the actual music video for that song.
I feel like he's just punching down. He's really punching down, though. You know what I mean? Drake is
like by the label. Like, the label approached you and said, "Hey, we're gonna start a beef between you and Mark Nealon, but check it out, it's gonna like NX your fucking.
I'm gonna lose.
Salary. You know, it doesn't matter. There's no. The only people that's gonna win is your bank account.
Lose. Yeah, your bank account's gonna be
your bank account's gonna win, so it doesn't matter if you lose.
I mean, think about it, Joe. How long have we been talking about their beef, and when did it start?
It's the new WWE, but we don't even know it.
Too
long, right? And they're still making money. They're still making stupid amounts of money.
Yeah. Drake's not
both of them. Both of them are still making money.
Drake's courtside at basketball games.
Yep.
You know, like he doesn't care.
Drake just had a new fucking album drop.
Yeah. And they're like outsold. It's just a game, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
So is him suing him? Is that fake then? Like the whole suing
Probably.
thing? Is that? Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine so. The amount of times I've seen Mark get his ass kicked, he'd lose.
Yeah.
Usually Mark kick his own ass usually.
I am usually like I'm the type
oh my god.
I don't stop. And so
that reminds me of
just stop.
That reminds me of when back in the day when you two used to live together in that apartment, and Mark, I watched you try to break a bottle over your head. Like, you beat the shit out of yourself with that bottle, man. It was fucking crazy.
I finally got it down.
Yeah, no, you got it. It took you.
Finally got it down.
But you hit yourself hella times with that bottle, and it was like just like not breaking. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It turned into a party trick because of
Casey, right?
No, Jackass. So, Whiskey, The Adventures of Boozy the Clown is where I first learned. Like,
that's right. You could do that.
You tap it, and weaken the structure of the glass. Then it turns into a party trick.
But then we were like, "Oh, we ain't
early in the game."
It was late 1900s.
Must have been before you knew that trick.
Late 1900s. Oh, that apartment. We moved into that apartment like 2001. Because Bailey was born 2002. So that's like my marker for all of that.
I want to say maybe late. No, I think we were in there for freaking Y2K, bro.
Like a year.
We were in there in 1999.
There's one more story I want to hear you talk about. It's a sweet one. It's about how your dad for your birthday, what he did for you one time. You were telling me about it. You know what I'm talking about?
When you drove down here to surprise me?
Yeah. I just thought that was a cool story.
I took him to Commonwealth.
Yeah.
Oh, are you talking about when he just showed up to the? You talking about the beginning when he just showed up and I didn't know he was coming?
Yeah.
I think it was my 30th birthday. It might have been. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It was the day of my 30th birthday. God, that was 8 years ago.
Damn.
Youngin.
Yeah. Yo, what the fuck?
And me and my buddy were in the backyard. We had just finished feeding his kids breakfast, and I was smoking my birthday blunt. And my dad texted me, "Hey, is this your address?" And I texted him back, and I was like, "Yeah, why do you need to know my address?" And he goes, "I'm out front. You guys trying to hang out?" And I was like, "Hold on a second. Mind you, I'm 30 years old." And I look at my buddy and I go, "Oh shit, my dad's here." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Yeah, my dad's outside." And he goes, "That's awesome." And I go, and I went, "Why am I panicking?" And he goes,
"Because you're high, bro."
He's like, "Because you just smoked a blunt and you think you're a teenager." I went, "Oh, that's right. I'm a fucking grown man. I'm a grown man."
Smoked so much weed, you forgot you're a fucking
I was
adult.
like, I could walk to the door with this in my fucking hand if I wanted to.
Dude, that's so fucking funny, dude.
I click back into reality, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I walk up, I open the door, and he's like, hey, happy birthday. And I'm like, holy shit, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. He looks at me, and he goes, what took you so long? And I go, I don't know, man. I was tripping out because I'm high, and I was like, oh my God.
I thought I was going to get grounded.
Laughing. Yeah, he starts laughing. He goes, you just turned 30. And I go, I know, man.
Dude, you should one of these days, if you ever have the time, you should recreate that moment in a skit, dude. It would be so. I'm like, I could see it already, man. It's so fucking funny, dude.
He laughed his ass.
I feel like I've totally gone through that exact story. Like I just get like all of a sudden,
it's very relatable.
I've never done that with any other adult or person. Like I've gone off on people in movie theaters, like working behind the concession stand, like, oh man, you look really high. And I go, yeah, I am high. I'm at the movie theater.
Yeah.
I get my popcorn. I don't give a shit.
You look like a dumbass. Like, could you hurry up with my popcorn?
For some reason, and my dad showing up, I was like, oh, we got to put it out.
Bro, that's our generation because it used to be really, really bad. Like I used to be a criminal, but now I'm just
my dad
regular dude, you know.
Beat my ass when I was.
I was just gonna say that our dads are so much more hardcore than we are. All four of us, like our dads are like way more badass and like
my mom,
they don't make
I was
like
more
they don't make
scared
it
of
like
my
they
mom
used
than
to.
my dad.
I was way more scared of my dad.
My mom.
Yeah, I agree with Tim,
ass, bro.
I was afraid of my mom
Sonny.
and stepdad.
Sorry, I'm looking at
my dad.
Comment. That's pretty funny.
Kevin Hart always be tried. All right, Mark. I didn't mean to do that.
No, it's okay. That's hilarious. But my dad was more of the I'm disappointed in you.
Same.
Like, why'd you do that?
I raised you better. You know better.
Where my mom would just grab any kitchen utensil and just hit me with it.
See, that's my grandmother. That's my grandmother did that.
Yeah.
Anything in her hand, in her reach.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's gonna
mine
throw
was
it
a belt. I got the belt a lot, and I got my mouth slapped a lot. I deserved every single one of them, though.
Yeah,
every single one. I fucking
deserved
it. I deserved to get my ass whipped. I was asking for it 99% of the time.
That's hella funny. That's funny because my dad never once was like, I'm disappointed in you. It was just like, you're getting your ass whooped. Like, there was no disappointment at all.
He's like grabbing you by your face. Like, get the fucking.
I think my mom said that to me once, and I felt like shit when she said it. I was like, oh.
Yeah,
well, that's the thing. It's just the opposite. It was like our dads, for whatever reason, my dad split when I was young. So I like idolized them, hated my mom, growing up. I was like, fuck you, mom. I'm going to go stay with my dad. It's cool. My dad's cool. In reality, he dipped when I was born. Like, what the fuck makes him so cool, And it's like, it's just weird how that dynamic is. So then my mom, like, I got caught shoplifting or whatever. My dad's like, oh, fucking, you should have just asked me for money. Or just like Joseph, man, you should have just asked me for $20. But yeah, I'm just disappointed, and I start crying. I'll never forget. I was like 14, I'm like crying because my dad said he's disappointed. Meanwhile, my mom is devastated. And I'm like, fuck you, mom. It's just like.
I remember my mom made me return candy to Blockbuster because I stole some Blockbuster candy.
Oh, I got caught by like the cops.
In the car, she was like, she goes, what is that? I was like, candy. She goes, I didn't buy any candy. And I said, I know. And she goes, where'd you get it? And I said, I took it. And she goes, oh, yeah? She goes, all right, get out of the car. And I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm taking you back inside. We're going to return it. And I go, I don't want to go back inside. She goes, nope, you're going back inside. She's like, I'm going to tell them to call the police. Don't do that. No. I said, don't do that. Don't do that. I was a kid. I was a tiny little kid. She was fucking with me. She was messing with me. And I went back inside and I apologized. I'd already opened the candy, but it was the principle my mom was trying to get across.
How old were you?
Probably like 6.
See, back in the day, too, people...
I wanted M&Ms, and I don't even eat chocolate anymore.
Those store owners or workers, like, respected that. And nowadays...
they did. And then
we
became regulars at that store.
You could just steal something from that store, and the workers go,
"Fuck
it."
I feel like it was like that for a while, but now I think maybe it's like, hey, yeah, you're right. It's both. It's both. Because do Quick Stop here? These guys that run Quick Stop here, you ain't fucking stealing from them. They will chase your ass out of the fucking parking lot.
Those guys don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. You better not fucking steal from them. And they got the community behind them too.
The one on Roberts Avenue? That Quick Stop?
Jacktone, yeah. Yeah.
Or Jack Tone, yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Sangam
I
and
want
Sabir.
to do some math here. So you're 38 years old. You met Halle Berry when you were 13.
Right? What?
So how many years ago was that then? So if you're 38, 13
oh god, don't make me do math on the live internet. Hold on.
24 years ago.
24 years ago.
24 years ago. Right.
So and
you met Halle Berry?
So how old is Halle Berry now?
Who cares?
She's got to be almost.
Who cares?
60? I just want to know how old she was whenever Roarke met her.
So
Roarke met.
now, right?
How old is Halle Berry?
4-year-old Halle Berry.
She's 58. 58 minus 24.
24. No, that's
So
40.
30?
No, that's 48.
48.
30, 33, 30 what? 34?
So she was 34 when you met her.
She was 34.
She was younger than you are now.
What?
Wow.
That shit blows my mind, dude. When I think about like Paul, like first time I went to your house was probably like on 7th Street was probably like 1990, what? 8? Let's say 1998, right?
Okay.
How old was your dad in 1998, dude? Like when I first met your parents, they were definitely younger than we are now.
He was born in 60, so 38.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
In 98, like he was 38.
When we were doing mushrooms and LSD and smoking weed and being fucking shitheads, right?
Yeah.
Our parents were 38 years old. They were 6 years younger than us right now. They were younger than my old lady.
Yeah.
They were running around making their lives a living hell.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I don't know how old my parents are because I'm terrible at shit like that.
Well, your parents are a little older, so I think your dad just turned 70, right? So the way I've always thought of it is your parents are closer to age as my grandparents, which is not saying anything bad because my grandparents are barely turning 70 now, you know, and I'm 44 years old. So it's like
my dad is 62.
Yeah, my mom just turned
my dad.
60.
Yeah. My dad's 64, so our dads are around the same age.
Look, Sonny Garza, he was there for some of that shit. Frying balls, parking lot, in and out. Then at Drawdy's watching Fantasia. Sorry, off subject.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that. I hella remember that night, man. That's crazy. I haven't thought about that in a long time. But, yeah, Fantasia saved my life that night.
Dude, that's crazy.
Well, Daniel Garza saved my life, but with the help of Fantasia.
Oh, he was your guide for the night. You always need one of those, man, just in case.
Yeah, I was having a really, really, really bad acid trip one night, and he was like, "Come here, come watch Fantasia." It fucking brightened up my night. It was awesome.
Yeah, and I think I've done acid once.
That's all you need to do. You only need to do it once.
Did you do like? Do you know how many hits you took?
I think I just took one little
paper.
Like one little
cube
piece. Yeah.
Okay. Little paper.
Because I had never done it before and I didn't want to do too much.
Yeah. I wish I would have thought that way when I did.
Because the first time I did Molly, I did way too much. And I thought I was having a good trip and then
it went bad.
Was not. Yeah.
Yeah.
It went awful.
See, acid, you only have to do it once.
Couldn't do something that I was usually able to do, and I was pissed off. And I was like, I'm never doing Molly again. Fuck this shit.
Oh, I know it. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. I've never done any of that, but one day, probably with these two gentlemen, we might go to, because Tim has a family cabin out in the woods, where maybe I would feel comfortable enough.
I was gonna say you lost me at Out in the Woods, so
it's not a horror movie. It's not a horror movie, but just to sit and look at the water, or and just maybe do that.
Right.
But
I would definitely not do any type of hallucinogen in the woods.
That's the only place I'd want it. That's the only place I want to do it.
Because I'm already paranoid enough in the woods.
Of what?
If you gave me some of that, of the woods.
Can't see the forest through the trees, man.
I don't know what the fuck is out there, and if I'm on something else, I'm gonna imagine the worst shit possible.
And
every noise I hear is gonna be that, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh shit, there's a dinosaur out there."
Yeah,
like I'm gonna fucking
a dinosaur.
Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna think of the most awful shit, and you're not gonna be able to convince me that I'm wrong. I'm gonna be like, "Nope, I can see it, I can hear it, and he's looking at me."
No, you know, it's true that the further you are out in the middle of nowhere, the scarier it is to see anything at all. Because you're just like, especially if it's just, you know, the further out you are and you're supposed to be surrounded by.
Especially if I'm like, especially when I'm normal and I'm in the woods, I'm uncomfortable. I'm like, what is that?
Because for me, it's like if I'm in my backyard and I see ninjas starting to jump off rooftops and stuff, I know it's not real. But if you're in the woods and you see dinosaurs coming at you, it could possibly
I don't know if that's
real.
not real. Yeah. If I'm in my backyard and ninjas jump out, I'm going to be like, oh, shit, I could take these guys. This is obviously definitely not happening.
These guys are definitely not.
Why are there ninjas in my backyard? That makes no fucking sense. Let's go.
Is there any
but
cameras?
You're right. In the woods, I'd be like, is that? Nah, could be.
So
I gotta get the fuck out of here. I'd be like, I gotta go.
Did you see Pudis? Huh? Do you see Pudis' comment right now?
What?
You work downtown Modesto. That's already the worst of zombie people.
You've already survived the worst.
Pudis knows downtown Modesto.
You must know downtown Modesto very well. We
nailed it.
Nailed it. Doing some shit down there. Ugh. That's true. That's true. Except I can see them coming.
Sonny just brought up Officer Merchant, which
I know.
I did not get along with that guy.
Who did?
That was Merchant? I don't even like the way that sounds.
Yeah. that was just ripping shit.
Sounds like he's selling shit. You know what I mean? And I mean people.
I still see him. I see him around all the time.
And you get along. He's a good guy, right? But when back in the day, skateboarding, I did not get along with that guy.
He was hella mean to me. He threw my face on the cop car. I threw my face on the car and all kinds of shit.
He's a controversial figure.
Awesome. All right, can I ask, were you doing something wrong at the time?
No. I was with Jamal. And we were sitting in front of his apartment. And
that might be why.
Came up to us. And he came up. That is why.
It's because he's half Native American, dude.
Yeah. Not because he's black, because he's Native American. Yeah. He came up to us and he just started talking shit to us about like, what are you guys doing out here? Whatever. We're literally not doing anything. And then I can remember the whole situation. All I know is that I remember my face was like flat on his car, and he like was like kicking my ankles to like spread my legs and fucking yeah. And then he just harassed me for a little while.
I don't know if you know much about Rip and Roarke, but
I do not.
It's a very small.
It sounds awesome.
It's Andy Griffith, bro. What was that town called?
Okay.
Mayberry? It's very Mayberry-ish.
Nice.
It's not Mayberry.
Very white town.
Okay.
Conservative white town.
And so, as a skateboarder growing up there, and
you're the devil.
They did not like me.
Yeah, Mark had green hair, mohawk,
you're the devil.
painted his fingernails.
Yeah, and Mark was Mark, so yeah.
We're like taking over parking lots, like, what are you guys doing in this parking lot?
So
hitting the curb, you're ruining the curbs.
Tim's mom.
Well, actually, I'm bringing the devil to come and smack you.
Yes. No, it's devil music for you.
Tim's mom worked for the police department. So I went to her and I went,
fantastic.
Hey, all the laws of skateboarding in this town, can you print them out for me? And so I just carried them in my back pocket.
Hell yeah.
And
that's smart as fuck.
And Merchant, I hope he's doing well. Fuck it. I don't care.
He's cool. I see him. He walks around and shit.
But I was skateboarding after the hours at a school at Ripon Christian. That's how white that town is. They have Ripon Christian.
Ripon Christians. That sounds like an 80s teen flick with a lot of nudity in it.
Yeah.
Dude, Ripon Christian kids were soft, bro. It doesn't matter. They're weak ass little bitches over there. I went to public school, dude. We were from the trenches, dog. The trenches of Ripon.
Yeah, so I pulled out those papers and said, hey, I'm allowed to skate here. And he pulled the whole I am the law.
This officer merchant.
And I was just like,
of course he did. His name is Officer Merchant.
Yeah. And he balled up his fist. Like he was
I am the law.
He's so mad that he wants to like punch me.
Well, dude, now one of the most feared cops was fucking Officer Meese. I even wrote a fucking verse about it. Him fucking almost busting me for DUI or whatever. But now that motherfucker outdrinks me every time I see him out in public, dude. That dude's usually like barefoot. He's super drunk.
Wasn't he like pumped up that you put his name in a verse too?
Yeah, because Buddy told him because Buddy's like, hey, you made it onto a song, and then Meese heard. I was like, don't fucking show him. He's like, dude, he fucking loves it, and I was like, oh shit. So like Officer Meese almost caught me slipping, dude. Yeah, and now I see him all the time. We went to this where all the rich folk go. We got like invited. Mind you, at the Spring Creek Rhythm of the Range, we got invited to go to that thing. It's this big giant cesspool of fucking rich people, right? So we're chilling there and we're like drinking wine or whatever, watching. They had a really sick like band playing, like a Bruno Mars like knockoff type of vibe going. But then this motherfucker, dude, spots me, but I mean, there's literally 1,000 people here, and then fucking this dude, Officer Meese, just comes like beelines, just like stamping, coming through people and shit, and coming up to us like, "What are you fuckers doing?" And we're like, "The fuck?" He's like barefoot, and we're telling him how Buddy's like, "Hey, I dumped out these wine bottles and then filled it up with beer, and then put the cork back in or whatever." And he's like, fucking amateurs. He's like, I fucking ordered fucking blank fucking wine bottles with the fucking sealable shit and bought the machine and fucking heat sealed this shit and filled it with fucking bourbon, you pussies. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Oh my God.
What a cool,
Jesus.
He's like barefoot, dude, like drunk. I'm like, what a cool ass motherfucker, dude.
He's like, I sleep across the street in that bush over there.
It was wild. But he's like, how in the fuck did you see him? Because like we saw him. We're like, oh fuck, there's Meese. And he just came straight to it, like,
with
beeline.
Bourbon, you pussies.
And I was like, dude, the way that we spotted him is the same way he spotted us. He fucking still trained to fucking spot no good, like riffraff, and he fucking spotted us, dude. And he just came straight. He's like, oh, cool, I'm off the clock. Let's go. Because he's all retired now, so he's hella cool.
He's like, let's get fucked up.
Yeah, he's hella fun. And then Gordon West. I mean, a lot of the cops that were like harassed us when we were freaking younger most of them are retired. The chief of police now is Danny Sauer, which Danny Sauer was part of like Kurt Pernice and the skate park and the church stuff, inline, all that. So he's been around forever.
That's got to be crazy to see.
It is crazy, bro. Paul, when you got with the whole gun thing, remember back in the day, the gun charge? What cops were? Was that Armandi?
There was a lot of them because there was like, I was just telling Roarke about this earlier. It's so crazy you brought that up.
Okay, sorry. I wasn't sure if I should bring it up or not.
I don't
a long
care.
time ago. It's like fucking 15, 20 years ago.
I can't tell you who it was, but I can tell you that there was like 6 of them, and they were all pointing guns at me at the end of it, and it was really scary.
Oh yeah, you were just telling me about that.
Because they were like, it was like I knew that they hadn't gone on this high-speed chase and ripping and had to pull their guns out and shit like that, So like I'm like laying on the ground with Marcos, and I can hear the gun like the guy's shaking with the gun. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm just thinking for sure I'm gonna get shot in an accident. It was crazy, but I don't know which officers it was, but I know it was there was like 6 of them.
I always wonder if it was Armandi because you put him in a verse too. Officer Armandi, we smoke cigarettes, or Officer Ramon Lee, we smoke cigarettes only. Remember?
Oh wow, I don't even remember that.
Yeah, that's old.
You know why I put him in a verse? Because he pulled me, Marcos, and Armando over. And when he pulled us over, I'll never forget. He goes, Mr. Solis, Mr. Juarez, Mr. Leon, what are you guys up to today, huh? Like, he like knew all of us by like our last names. Because Rippon's so tiny, and we were the only trouble-causing kids in Ripon. You know what I mean? Like, and we were the only brown kids. We were the only brown kids in Ripon. So it was like, of course he knew us. Like, that's why I put him in that verse. I remember that.
Little fucking gangbangers.
That's my story. So Robert, who is supposed to jump on here at some point, I used to skate with his little brother, and so the cops stopped us, and they're like, "Hey, you look like people that we got a call about." I went, "Do you mean those people, right? Because I'm white." What are you talking about?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like I look like everybody else in this town. So you're talking about these, and
you must be talking about them.
It was Chris Beaver. It was Tony Flores. Like
clearly brown people.
Yeah, I was just like, you guys, you're fucking assholes. Get the fuck out of here,
dude. I feel like even like skin color aside, dude, we got equally harassed, dude. We got harassed so much, and it's like it's just funny to think of now.
Well, sometimes we deserved it, but
we mostly deserved it.
But at points like that, it's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
you're just trying to harass people right now.
Problem for me is my mom worked at the fucking police department. She was a dispatcher, so it's like my name comes over the fucking radios, you know, I'm in deep shit. I'm like, please take me to fucking jail. Please do not take me to my mom, dude. You know what I mean?
See, I got lucky because when your mom heard my name, she actually tried to help.
Yeah.
They did not, because I remember I got pulled over. I had Reese with me, and he was probably 14 at the time.
Oh, there's some paranormal activity. Your door just opened up all by itself.
Oh no, that was the cat.
Fucking cat.
But so I got pulled over, and I hear your mom over dispatch being like, "Hey, I'll have someone pick up the car." You know, I was getting booked on like a bench warrant or something stupid, and so your mom was like, "Hey, I'll have someone come pick up the car. Don't do it." And the cops are like, "F you, Linda."
Yeah, because she wasn't cool with some of them. There's a handful of them. Merchant was one that she was not really cool with. But hey, Puda says the reason they harassed you, Mark, is you didn't have Van. You're not Mark Van Nieland.
Yeah,
that's the truth, dude. Like it's like if they say around here, Roarke, they say if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much. So like there's like the Dutch mafia, bro. Like this whole town is ran by fucking people from Holland.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means if you ain't Dutch, you ain't much around here. They
Everybody
own
who lives
most
in
of.
Ripon is most people who live in Ripon are Dutch descent.
Yeah, like most of the landowners. Like I bet you if you figured out who owned up most of the land would be like the first arrivals from Holland.
I probably shouldn't go kick it in Ripon.
Nah, you're fucking fine, dude. Just
you'll be fine now.
It's not as bad as it's not how it used to be.
Roll up the red carpet, bro. Just like I'm here for Tim O'Laughlin. Like, oh shit, all right. They'll do like police escort.
Dutch and German Baptist. Damn.
Yeah.
It's not how it used to be though. When it comes, you could come to Ripon now and it wouldn't be a thing.
It's not. Yeah. It's just
20 years ago.
So if you could just remove all of the negative fucking racist fucking garbage and womanizing sexist shit from like the 50s and 60s, it's kind of Ripon still has like that vibe kind of to it. Like you can like leave your keys in the car type shit. You forget to like put your lawnmower away, it's still there in the morning, like type shit.
Oh shit. Could not do that anywhere down here.
You can leave your doors unlocked and shit.
Hell no.
If I left my door unlocked, I'd wake up with nothing in the apartment.
That's crazy. So that's what I mean by like it's still kind of like old school, but
that's cool though.
But there's a lot of talented
the town I
people
lived in.
here.
Now you just got to worry about the traffic.
Like in Gulfport, Mississippi, it was like that. Everybody like knew everybody. Nobody's doors were locked. But that wasn't a great thing. Like I said, people would just come right into your house that you didn't know. What the hell are you doing in here? Oh, we're just checking doors. Why?
Were you
stealing shit?
You lived in Mississippi?
Gulfport, Mississippi.
Yeah. So that was when you lived there. Was it still like a sundown town?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck, man.
Very segregated. Very. The education was terrible out there.
Tell me that story you told me earlier about Mississippi. About your cousin.
Oh, about getting shot at by an old white man?
Oh my god, no fucking way.
Nice little double barrel shotty. We deserved it. We were jumping around. Jumping through backyards. Landed in one backyard, and the man who had every right to be mad yelled a derogatory word at us. Get out of my backyard, so and so, blank. Fired the gun as well.
You were just jumping through backyards to go through a shortcut. You kind of skipped over that part.
My bad. Yeah, I wasn't just in his house.
Yeah, we just robbed his neighbor.
Yeah.
I just punched him in his face, and then for some reason, he shot at me.
Dude, when I was a kid,
we were trying
all the time for shortcuts. That was like the vibe.
We were trying to go pick up our sisters, and he told me that, this is gonna be a shortcut. I was like, it's also illegal, but I don't know where I'm going, so I guess I'm just following you over these fences.
That's crazy.
And that's when he shot at us.
That's where you grew up? You grew up?
No, I didn't grow up there. No. I only lived there for like a little under 2 years. Because we had to move out there. My grandmother passed away, and nobody could take care of my grandfather. He had dementia and Parkinson's at the same time, so he couldn't travel. So we had to move there to take care of him for a couple of years until he was able to travel, which was not great. Went to an all-boys Catholic school.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that was fun.
Like a nightmare.
Was it actual bullets, or was it like salt?
Oh, it was buckshot.
Buckshot. Okay.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, put a big ass hole in his fence.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Because
it probably could have took my foot off.
When I
my mom had no idea this happened too. So if she ever watches this, she's gonna be like, "What the?"
Hi, Mom. Yeah,
she'll be pissed. She's gonna be like, "You didn't tell me about this." I'll be like, "Why would I have told you about this?"
I know.
The apartment complex that I grew up in Manteca, we had a goat farm right behind it, and so he would shoot us with like salt rock.
Yeah. No, this guy wasn't fucking around.
We loved fucking with the goat. That was our
fucking goat. Fucking
goat.
No,
this guy didn't have goats in his backyard. He just didn't want any black people in his backyard.
God. Oh, God.
Which he has the right to. He has that right. He has that right. It's his backyard.
I guess.
I mean, to be fair, I don't want any people in my backyard. So.
I don't either.
That's what I was going to say.
But I guarantee you, he'd prefer a non-black person in his backyard.
I was going to say, I feel like somebody.
Hey, Mark, what are you doing, dude? Get out of here.
Yeah,
I feel like there's some people that just sit. They're sitting on their back porch, just waiting for somebody to run through their yard. It's like that's like. I mean, how long are you in the backyard?
A black person is running through. Get the shotgun.
No, this guy was so old. He was probably aware of this being done already. Like we weren't the first kids who've done this.
That's so funny. So he might have seen you guys coming because I'm like, how long were you in the backyard? Holy shit!
This neighborhood that was next to the school. A lot of kids took it because to walk home to where most of us lived in the same neighborhood. To walk home, it was like a big, huge circle we'd have to take because of that neighborhood. So most kids were like, fuck that. I'm just going to cut through the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But none of us lived in that neighborhood. It was an all white neighborhood. But all these athletes in football, the football players, the fucking basketball players, they would just fucking hop the fence all the way to the other side of the road. And then they'd get home in 30 minutes less than they usually would.
Yeah.
So that man was probably waiting for days. For the perfect opportunity.
For days?
Yeah, he was probably sitting there like he was hunting.
Drinking Bud Light, smoking fucking Marlboro Reds. I just wait for him.
He was sitting there.
Fucking yard.
Yeah, he was sitting there looking out his back door and just waiting until he heard somebody's feet hit the ground. And then he was like, oh, hell yeah. And he got up and he was like, get out of here, nigga. And he fucking fired. Thank God he was old because I feel like that's the only reason he missed.
Oh God, dude! That's
like if he was like 10 years younger, he probably would have hit me, or at least blown one of our feet off.
It's fucking crazy. How many of them were you?
And guess what? It was just me and my cousin, two of us.
Oh shit, dude!
Luckily, I was more athletic than him, so I bolted right
past
on.
Him. You like dipped them. It's like the movies. You're like,
so fast. And then as soon as we stopped, me and him got in a fist fight because I was pissed off at him.
And he's pissed off at you because you left him
behind.
You
ended up getting
I was pissed off at him
after that.
Yeah, because I was mad because I just got shot at. I was like, dude, what the fuck just happened? And I was like, you son of a bitch. And we just started fighting for a minute. And then I was like, wait. I was like, we still got to go get our sisters.
That's so
we stopped fighting.
And
then we started fighting again once we got home. It's just, part of life. I hated living in Mississippi. It was the worst.
Just waiting for someone. Get off my grass.
Yeah, absolutely. That's literally what it was. He was waiting. He was like, oh, here we go. What's today? Monday? Perfect. They're going to get out in an hour. Let me set up my chair.
He's all excited. He's like making his pancakes. Like, I can't fucking wait, dude. Today is the fucking day.
He was like, whoa. He's like, was that the bell? Man. He's like, that sounded like the bell.
Yeah, all right.
He was ready. Boom.
He's like loading
Thank God he was old.
So at that point, he was probably drinking tea and not Bud Light.
No, that guy was drinking Bud Light for sure.
That guy was drinking fucking hams, bro. Let's be honest, dude.
That guy was drunk. That guy was drunk 2 hours before he fired that shotgun at me.
I'm trying to think of a Mississippi beer, but I can't think of one.
Whatever the cheapest 40 is at the liquor store down the street from where he lived. That's what he was drinking.
That shit? Still Reserve.
It could have been Cobra. It could have been Cobra. It could have been a Colt 45. Colt 45 was big out there.
Colt 45. Zigzag.
My buddies would steal Colt 45s from the liquor store. My other buddies would steal clothes from Kmart.
All right, Roarke.
A lot of thievery.
Let's send you off with try to promote what you're doing. Say it again.
It's a small independent film by some friends of mine, Shane and Derek.
Is there any promotional stuff that pull out? Is there any kind of like?
Nah, not yet. Not that I know of. Might be able to go to Derek's Instagram or his YouTube, maybe. I don't think there's any marketing yet because we've literally just started shooting.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
We've only done 2 days of shooting, but the movie's called Hunger. I believe they're trying to release it this year. If not this year, probably early next year.
What can you tell us without spoiling anything?
It is a horror thriller that involves the Wendigo. It's probably as much as I can tell you without spoiling anything.
Well, we'll have you back on whenever it comes out, and same thing with Derek. I can't wait.
Yeah. I'll come back on with Derek.
Maybe I was just gonna say maybe we can have both of you guys on. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. I can come on with him.
I was thinking Derek, Roarke, and the leading lady. Maybe I don't know. Like that.
Oh, that's the woman the lady who plays my wife.
Yeah, that's just me personally being like, oh, let's get more people on. But
yeah, that's if you. I mean,
we could maybe do something.
Derek will ask her.
I mean, it'll be a while. We could probably have the capabilities to do something like that. I have an interface with 4 mics. I could have Bailey come out, set up her like legit Sony Alpha fucking $4,000 camera, and we could do something like that.
Yeah, man, I'm down. Guys, just let me know.
That'd be cool. I would love to like start being able to do that, you know. So, I don't see anything on Derek John's thing. It's the OnlyFans guy, right? Same thing, right?
Yes, same guy. Yeah. I don't think they've done any promoting yet because we haven't really done much to be able to promote. I mean, I guess there might be something out about the cast or something, but yeah, other than that.
Well, if you guys, for the viewers, if you guys are following us on Facebook and on YouTube, we'll make sure that we'll put an announcement up when it gets closer. That way you guys will have a link or some way to know where to go catch the film, dude. I'm stoked. That's so sick, dude.
Yeah. Do you have like a handle like for X or Instagram or?
At One Son of a Beach is my Instagram. The number 1 SUN and then my last name BEACH.
Nice.
One son of a
at One Son of a Beach.
I like it.
I just put it in there. Let me know if that's right. And that's for Instagram.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Perfect.
All right, so guys, go show Roarke some love at One Son of a Beast.
Appreciate that,
Sonny. Thanks for logging in, you guys.
Appreciate you, Sonny. And what was the other guy? POTUS?
POTUS.
He should be the POTUS. I'd vote for him.
Appreciate you.
I'd vote for him. I'd vote for POTUS. Who else was in here? So I had someone else in there earlier, I thought.
POTUS.
Adam jumped in there. I haven't seen it.
So for anybody that's watching this after it's live on YouTube and you made it this far in the video, we usually leave a code word, and if you put it, we hashtag you a legend. You want to come up with the code word for today's episode, Roarke?
You want me to come up with a code word?
Yeah, just a word, anything.
Shotgun.
All right, you guys. So if you made it this far in the video,
I mean, he could have went with hunger.
I could have. Shotgun is the first thing that popped into my head.
Dude, that's
you can go with shotgun or hunger.
I did I thought it was gonna be hunger, but dude, absolutely. So Roarke is gonna be starring and co-starring in Hunger. It'll probably be out next
Hopefully
year
be out
sometime,
later this year.
or later this year
year.
sometime.
We'll
But we'll
see.
keep you guys
Hopefully
all updated. And if you made it this far in the video, put shotgun in the comment section and we'll hashtag you guys a legend. I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Roarke for showing up, man. I really appreciate you coming on again, dude. This is such a sick episode. One of our best episodes by far. By far, one of our best. Oh, I got applause. Here we go. This is send you off the right way. You know? Thank you, Roarke. Thank you.
Let's go, baby.
Well, what's cool is when you start getting nominated for awards and stuff, and they'll be like, you know, when they start doing,
I'll be like, this is one of the first podcasts.
Dude, we'll get like a little 2-second clip when they're like showing all of the podcasts that you started doing on the rise. You know what I mean?
I'll make sure it's longer than 2 seconds.
Well, you know, like no, I'm just saying when us will be 2 seconds because they'll be like talking about you, and then they'll be like, then he started doing unknown podcasts, and there'll be like a 2-second clip of us right here, you know, and then it'll be all the other podcasts leading up to like Rogan, you know.
Oh, I mean? That's messed up.
Scale up, you know. But I'm like, that was us. That was us. Check it out. Check it out. And then when we can talk about until we die, we're like, oh, you know that guy right there? Yeah. He was on our podcast.
Yeah, we were those guys in that corner right there.
Yeah, 2020s. Yeah, right around there. Yeah. No big deal.
Oh, that's dope.
Claim to fame, dude. Well, dude, I appreciate you setting aside time,
of course,
to join us.
Anytime.
Dude, this was great, dude. I really had a
pleasure.
great time.
Good to see you guys again.
And we'd love to have you on again, obviously.
Of course,
closer to the release of the film. We'd love to have you back and
I'll try to get more of the cast to come with me.
All right.
Thank you, Roarke.
Yeah.
Any last thoughts, boys?
I love you guys. Thank you for coming on.
Somebody's cat's angry.
Go feed your pussy, cat. Mark. Feed your pussy. Go fill your pussy, dude.
I want to kill that cat.
We'll see you guys in episode 34.
I probably shouldn't say that.
Go fill your pussy, Mark.